Ooh, an ominous music, right? They're coming for you. Big whoop. They've been coming for us for 4 years now. They haven't done well, too, so far. I should back to the flock. You okay? Fang asked. I nodded, but I was mad at him. I looked away and deliberately sat next to Nudge, against the canyon wall. I just heard from the voice, I said. What did it say? Nudge asked, eating a rolled up piece of bologna. Angel and Toto watched me intently, and Fang stopped typing. It said we hadn't been seeing erasers because they're all dead, I said bluntly. Everyone's eyes widened to, say the size of dinner plates. What did it mean? They're all dead, Nudge asked. I shook my head. I don't know. If it's not pulling my leg, then I would guess it meant that all the racers are taking dirt naps. I thought about Ari, Job's son, who had been eraserfied, and I felt a tugging pain in my chest. Poor Ari, what a sucky life had been born into. It's such a short one, too. Who killed them? Fang asked, getting to the point, as usual. The voice said, all over the world, every branch of ITEX and the Institute and the school, they were all terminating their recombinant DNA experiments, and that we were almost the only ones left. It started to sink in what that meant, and a cold shiver made me put my arms around my knees. We were all silent for a minute, digesting this. Then Total said, okay, if anyone asks, I can't talk, right? I rolled my eyes. Oh yeah, that'll fool them. What are we going to do now? The gasman asked. He looked very worried and came a bit closer to me. I reached out and plucked up his mohawk, which had grown out. We have a mission, I began, ready to psych up all for solving this puzzle, and possibly taking out a few right clothes while we're at it. We need a home, said Fang, almost at the exact same time. What? I asked, startled. We need to find a permanent home, Fang said seriously. We can't last on the run much longer. I say screw the mission. Let them blow up the world. We can find a place to hide out where no one can find us, and we can just live. We all stared at Fang. That was the longest statement any of us had ever heard him utter. We can't forget the mission, I began. Just as Angel said, yeah, we need a home. A home, said the gasman, looking thrilled. A real home, better than our last one, Nudge agreed happily. No grown-ups, no school or school uniforms. A home with a yard and lots of grass, said Toto. No more of this pill and dirt crap. Why was I the only one who needed to know what was going on, who needed to understand what was happening to us and why? After everything we'd been through in the last few months, now that we were ready to go through it all again. I mean, Angel's kidnapping was going to New York, the subway tunnels, the beach, staying with Ann Walker, going to that school. Oh, well, okay. So they may be a little tired of the fear, the pain, and mayhem. But say... Iggy? I said, trying to keep the pleading out of my voice. Let's see, he said, holding out his hands if they were scale. On the one hand, we have a constant, desperate, hard-fighting escapes, day after day, not knowing what's going to happen to us, whether we'll be alive the next day. I frowned, seeing where he was going with this. On the other hand, a home, hidden, safe, sleeping in the same bed every night, relaxing, not having to fight for our lives at a moment's notice. Okay, I said. You don't have to rub it in. They watched me, waiting. What was with Fang? Why was he so undermining me like this? I used to feel so connected to him, like he was my absolute best friend in the world, someone who always had my back. Now, I looked up to him and felt as if I probably knew him. Reluctantly, I shrugged one shoulder. Whatever. A home. Whatever. The aesthetic cheering only made me feel worse. I'm not giving up on the mission, I said, loud enough for Fang several yards away to hear me. We were only about 8,000 feet high in the air, but it was really cold, probably below freezing. The wind in my eyes made them water constantly. I know. This is stupid, I said, looking down. I saw the Pecos River winding like a thin, shiny snake through Rice, Texas. Their hopes and dreams aren't stupid, said Fang, and I felt a flush warm my cheeks. That's not what I meant, I grumbled. It's just, we were on a path. Now we're just leaving that path. One day I'm supposed to be saving the world, and the next I'm out looking for real estate. I don't get it. Plus, thanks to your little plan, we can't spit without being spotted and recognized. Where was my brain when I created that one? Fang opened his mouth, but I interrupted. Plus, now, thanks to you, you let the younger kids be watched over by a blind guy and a talking dog. I must be insane. I mean, even more insane than usual. I'm going back. I took one wing, ready to make a big wheeling turn, but Fang edged his way into my path, his face set. You promised, he said, making me scowl. You said you'd give it a quick recon, see if we can find a place. I kept up the scowl, thankful not once in my whole life had anyone felt compelled to tell me not to ruin my pretty face like that. Let them blow up the world and global warm it and pollute it, said Fang. You and me and the others will be holed up somewhere, safe. We'll come back out when they're all gone, done playing with our games of world domination. He had positively become a chatterbox lately. That's a great plan, of course, but then we won't be able to go outside because we'll get fried by the lack of ozone layer, I said, getting worked up. We're living in damp caves, eating at the bottom of the food chain because everything with any flavor will be full of mercury or radiation or something. I recognized Fang's face of exaggerated patience, which of course got me on my last nerve. And there won't be any TV or cable, all because people will be dead. I was on a roll now. So our only entertainment will be Gazzy singing the Constipation song. And there won't be any amusement parks, any museums, and zoos, and libraries, and cute shoes. We'll be like cavemen, trying to weave clothes out of plant fibers. We'll have nothing. All because you and the kids want to kick back in the lazy boy during the most important time in history. I had to leave frothing at the mouth. Fang looked at me. So maybe we should just sign you up for weaving class. Get a jump on all those plant fibers. I stared at him, saw how he was trying to suppress his laughter at my vision of the apocalypse. Something inside me snapped. My whole world had gone turned on its head like in the last 24 hours. Like, my whole world had sucked so bad, and this world, amazingly, sucked worse. I hate you! I screamed at Fang. Tucking my wings in, I am downward, diving towards the ground at more than 200 miles per hour. No, you don't! Fang's voice spiraled away into the nothingness, far above me. At the top of my head, almost drowned out by the roar of the wind rushing my ears, I heard the voice make a tisking sound. You guys are crazy about each other, it said.